that you don't really like?
I don't like authority and I don't like conforming. So anything beyond that, I love.
But
No,
you have to put
I
up with
like
that.
being honest, and I like having honest relationships, and I don't like being, respect is earned, and sometimes in this business you just have to give it, and that doesn't sit well with me. I wasn't raised that way.
So now in this latest video that we're going to show clips from, it's all about, well, it's actually about women who are not themselves, who are trying to be something else.
Yes.
Why did you want to sing about this?
Because it's a discussion I've been having for several years with different people. No one seems to want to say it publicly. There's one force-fed image of what you should look like and act like as a woman, and there's so many smart and responsible women out there that don't fit your ideal image, that have no representation in the world, or little, and it's not tabloid worthy. I'm an option girl. I like to provide a discussion, a debate, dissent, and an alternative. That's why I'm on this planet.
Do you think it's easy for everyone to do that, or is it what's your advice for young women not to do as everybody else and to follow the line?
The payoff is so much greater. I think the mindset of, act like a certain way, fit in, makes you feel really bad about yourself. There's a $150 billion a year cosmetic surgery industry, and that is basically the proof that we all feel really shitty about ourselves. And it's time to just kind of ease up, and there's so many more important things to do in the world that have nothing to do with how much you eat or throw up during a day. It's not hard. It's not easy to go your own way, but it's a much more rewarding path.
But how do you combine this? Because you are both sexy and smart. Is that okay to be, both and to have this image of being this?
I think it's sexier when you're smart. The whole dummy yourself down thing to be cute just is so nauseating to most people, a lot of guys too. The sexiest women in the world are smart. Look at, Reese Witherspoon, Angelina Jolie, Jamie Lee Curtis, Oprah. I mean, there's so many women out there that are awesome. Yeah.
Do you find inspiration in these women as role models to you?
I do. Janis Joplin, Madonna, very smart.
Do you know her? I mean, sometimes you're a lot like her in your approach to your audience and to your whole musical thing.
I've met her, but I didn't want to. I didn't want her to become human to me.
Why?
Because I looked up to her when I was a little girl, and kind of put her up here. And when people become human, they usually, which is interesting. But there's a lot of women out there that I respect.
But how do you yourself withstand this whole consumerism, commercialism, escapism sort of thing that's ruling the world right now?
I think there's something to be said for escapism. Not everybody wants to think about paying the rent or their sick child or, war all day long. It's draining and tiresome, but I try to work with a good balance. I think it's all about balance. Of course, go shop. It's fun. It's fun to be a girl. Dress up. Do this. Party. Have fun. But contribute to the world in some way. Recycle. Do something. Rescue an animal. Say something important.
And dare to stand out of the whole.
Yeah, I think it's easier for me because my dad is insane and he raised me to stand alone. I think it's sexier to stand alone and more fun than to go with the flock.
But you don't really stand alone now anymore. Do you feel like that?
Yeah, all the time.
Why?
Because the truth is scary for people and I scare people. I'm also very aggressive. But I'm a teddy bear, really.
But you do have a lot of fans, and you make a lot of money on your statements too.
Mhm.
Is that contradictory to you?
I'm a walking contradiction. No, I don't think I make money on my statements. I make money because I have a record deal and I sell records. But
Don't you think
I
it helps?
I use this platform that I have. The more records I sell, the more people get to know that I hate people that wear fur. The more people get to know that I rescue animals and that it's really easy to do so. The longer I can have a website up that teaches you how to get active in your community. I mean, you know, you can be sponsored by a company that's bad, that supports bad things. But if you take that money and use it for something good, then you're sort of turning it around.